comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
So,
good night and welcome to the Brighton Technical Centre as we continue with the Vincy Soccer Premier League. Tonight, position at number 4 in North Leeward Predators. They're taking on the 5th place in the table, BESCO Pastures. I'm Anthony Denny, sharing the microphone tonight. Cecil Charles. Cecil, good night.
Well, good night to you and good night to our viewers. And this should be a good contest, particularly North Leeward Predators, defending champions, really not the sort of team we saw last year, and they would want to improve on their own standing. So too BESCO Pastures, but we'll wait and see.
We certainly have to wait and see as both teams, of course, in the middle, North Leeward Predators in their traditional all blue with a little light blue streak. And tonight, BESCO Pastures. They're in the white tops with the light sky blue shorts. And of course, just to go through the starting lineups for the Predators, in goal is Samuel Bristol, the rest of the squad, Cotton Williams captain, Adine Charles, Janice Fraser, Alroy Solomon, Gideon Richards, Benetton Stapleton, Demar Michael, Keshawn Durham, Tyree Stevens, and Ronaldo Franklin.
Well, in terms of BESCO Pastures, we have Shane Holder in goal. Captain's armband is carried by Augustus Adams.
Well, just a correction there. It's actually Cordell Tibbles in the number 8 shirt.
Well, number 8, and they're very much
No fault of yours.
Right, Omar Kane, Joel Cruikshank, Swashan Brung, Cordell Tibbles, the number 8, carrying the captain's armband. Number 13, Janice Thomas, Gadbot Boyce, Oraldo Campbell, Jarius Phillips, and Miguel Kwashi. That's the starting lineup for BESCO Pastures.
All right, so teams in the middle right now. There you see BESCO Pastures just getting into a formation for the cameras here tonight. And very soon we'll have this kickoff at the Brighton Technical Center. Referee for tonight, the ever-present.
Well, senior.
He said senior.
Referee in Moet Games, FIFA referee.
FIFA accredited.
Yes, so Moet Games, he's assisted by Kenran Daniel and Danroy Barker.
Officials for tonight.
I think the fourth official is Anilan Stevens.
Excellent. So we're just awaiting the start of this one here tonight. It's a fairly quiet night in terms of patronage, but no doubt, as we normally see over the weeks thus far, there are persons who do file in bit by bit.
Yes, and a double-header tonight. And we have Avenues against Beckway United in the second game. That's scheduled for 9.
So just awaiting the kickoff. And that's Bennett and Stapleton of the Predators to get things going. Goes right back there to Dean Charles. Charles finds that's Michael on the left side, still with possession, and takes a shot. But it's easy work there for goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Shane
tame
Holder.
shot. Tame shot.
Here's BESCO Pastures giving it away. And Michael gets possession. Has Durham to his left and finds him finally. Not the best of touches there from Durham. Goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw in there for BESCO Pastures. So as I said, of course, not the Predators, they are the defending champions. Indeed, this season, System 3, they're definitely ruling the roost. 2-1 victory last Sunday night, it was Charlo?
Yes.
Against Leyu, and that certainly placed them 8 points ahead with some 4 or 5 games remaining. Shot comes in, that's really wide of the target, but 4 or 5 games remaining for System 3, and it might be very well all over by the shouting very soon.
Well, with that 8-point lead, puts them in a very good position, and the other teams have some catching up to do. And two victories by System 3 can really seal the deal.
So, goal kick now for Pastures, BESCO Pastures. Seems if goalkeeper Holder will take this one. And knocks it upfield. Finds what looks like Kwashi. Battle for possession there. Williams, nice little touch into the path of, it looks like
Richards.
Richards over there. Yes, Richards. Certainly a workhorse for this North Leeward team. Deciding to go back in defense. And going right back there to goalkeeper Bristol, who missed it a bit. But there's Franklin and Captain Williams. That's Williams. Picking it up, knocking it upfield. Was looking there for Michael. Unfortunately, went out of touch for a throw-in. It was actually Janice Fraser. Same stature and size as Scotland Williams. This one knocked into the middle there by BESCO Pastures. And whistle going. I believe that would have crept over the line. Yes?
Yes, it is.
And a throw now to the Predators to be taken by Fraser. Finds his captain in Williams. Williams plays a diagonal searching ball, but can only find the head of a BESCO Pastures defender.
Yes, looking to get Bennett and Stapleton going.
Certainly, but the defense was there first. Here is Stevens with possession, but he's robbed of it. And BESCO Pastures now trying to make that one through. Looking there for Kwashi, but cut out very quickly indeed. Charles out to Williams. Looking there for Bennett and Stapleton, but the defense is there for BESCO Pastures and defender Kane. Goes to his left. And once again they robbed of it, BESCO Pastures. So this North Leeward team, of course, they're always a fit bunch and very quick to the ball, and they're already showing it early in this encounter. Richards battling for possession on the far side, goes down, and it's picked up by the BESCO Pastures player. Nonetheless, there's Durham being a little bit lethargic and battling for possession. There now is Kwashi, but the defense knocks it away. BESCO Pastures now with possession through Kane, Omar Kane. And there's Boyce. Diagonal ball searching, but cut out there by the defense. As far as the BESCO Pastures player, and Campbell has kept it in, but intercepted by North Leeward Predators. Searching ball looking for Michael. Good ball here on the left side. Can he keep it in? Has the defender with him. Oh, his touch was not the best. And, well, both teams finding it difficult to settle here, as it looks like Durham to Michael. Michael keeps out the defender. Durham is there to pick it up. And he goes back to what looks like Fraser. Janice Fraser into the middle. And the ball back in defense by this North Leeward team. It's with Stevens over there. Stevens gets past one. Still has possession. And a forcing ball to the middle there to Benetton Stapleton. Well done by Stapleton. And now picked up by Richards. The flag is up. No whistle, shot is in. That's into the back of the net. And goal number one here for the Predators. As we see referee going across now to have a word with the fourth official. So with the assistant referee, the North Leeward Predators, they're celebrating as we see that one in the back of the net. Had his flag up, but referee overruled. And goal is allowed, Charlo.
And someone is going to get a yellow.
So, more games. Again, just over there having a discussion with the assistant referee.
Was Gideon Richards who had it in the back of the net? Number 17?
17 in Gideon Richards, yes, in the 6th minute. A 1-0 lead here for North Leeward Predators. But it was a good build up there on the left side. Good work by Benetton Stapleton first and foremost. So bringing that ball under control, and Richards just picked it up. He was challenged, Benetton Richards, but but Richards picked it up, and with just to keep it a beat. Nice shot in the bottom right-hand corner. 1-0 lead here for the Predators. And yes, captain, is that the captain, Tibbles?
Yes, it is.
Yes, so Tibbles is certainly going to kick it off here for BESCO Pastures. Not the kind of start that they certainly would have been looking for. It's ball nonetheless with Phillips. Finds Boyce. And the searching one, they're looking for Kwashi. He's closely marked. Durham picks it up for the Predators, but there is number 5 in Brown going to the turf. Whistle going quickly. It's a free kick. And the Predators, they're back in defense. So too, quite a number of white shirts for BESCO Pastures, pushing the numbers forward as Boyce is prepared to take this one. Gadbert Boyce facing an early 1-0 deficit already in this, the 7th minute. Boyce floats it in, headed away by the defense for the Predators. Danger still very much there. And, well, I'm a little surprised there was not a call, but play continues nonetheless, as in the end it's picked up by Michael. Finds Williams. And the Predators looking quite purposeful with this one. Now to the right side there to Richards. And has lots of space and time. Gets back to his captain in Curtin Williams to Durham. Durham going back there to Stevens on the far side. And they knock it in the wrong, the Predators. Picked up there now by Durham. Searching ball looking. Good ball it is for Richards. The goal scorer Richards on the right side. Has the defender with him. Let's see, gets around, gets the cross in. Keeper gets a hand to it. That's all the shot is. Well, there was, looks like Durham with an attempted shot.
I think he muffed an opportunity.
Certainly. Well, he came all the way out to the defense. And maybe someone better suited in terms of a striker might have very well done a better job there, Charlo.
Could well be. I mean, he was looking to have a one-time kick and really didn't lay the feet on it.
Absolutely, such was not the case. Here is The Predators now with a throw-in through Fraser. Michael looking to be a little too pretty there, losing possession. Ball now with Omar Keane, puts it into the path of Boyce, knocking it forward. And Bristol comes off his line to pick up. Of course, just toying a bit there with Tibbles, captain of the BESCO Pastures team. And here's now Williams, Curtin Williams, searching ball. He's looking there for Stapleton. Not so good work by the number 7, but the whistle going. Ruled out fouled.
Adams.
Yes, ruled out fouled Stapleton in the process, and giving up a free kick to the North Leeward Predators. And this one is floated in goalwards there by Williams, but it was high bar. No problem there for goalkeeper Shane Holder.
Not having the direction.
Yes, and the scoreline remains 1-0 in favor of the North Leeward Predators. BESCO Pastures nonetheless, deep inside their own half, knocks forward on the left side. And here's Adams. Floats it down, searching ball, looking possibly there for his captain or maybe Campbell to run on to. Campbell closely marked. There it goes out of touch, and I believe it's going to be a goal kick. It is to the Predators, who already have had a fair amount of control in this one. They've been the team quicker to the ball, more aggressive, and certainly more assertive. Battle now for possession as Kwashi gets into the path of Boyce. But it's cleared there by Courtney Franklin. Comes back out now to Williams. Not the best of clearance. He could have done much better there, Curtin Williams. But nonetheless, Stapleton with a nice ball there to
Very
Richards.
good.
Good return
Very
ball.
good.
And Predators, they're really displaying some good football here tonight. But first touch by Stapleton was not the best, and Adams picked it up. Finally, it's out of touch off the boot of Thomas, Johnny Thomas. And it's going to be a throw-in now to the Predators to be taken by, it looks like, Tyree Stevens. So Williams back to Stevens. And has Richards there, but it's knocked away. Ball goes out of touch. And it's another throw-in there to the Predators. North Leeward Predators leading this one by a 1-0. Williams. Nice little flick back there to Stevens. Into the path of, it looks like, is it Charles?
Adine Charles.
Yes, it's Charles to Michael. And with the cross, had that one-time cross, but it was well read by the defender then. I believe it's Omar Keane. And
I think it's Jarius Phillips.
Phillips it is, yes. Ball goes out of touch for a throw-in to the Predators. So, not taking it from the original position. They have the right to come up the line rather than go down. But it's with Samuel Bristol. Player with national experience. Finds Stevens to Richards. And they've been working at the right side quite a lot. They're not really Predators. That's where the goal came from.
That's the area they've been working and pulling the defense with them.
Certainly. But it was a nice little build-up between Stapleton and Richards, the goal scorer. Here is now picked up there by Adams. Going back to, well, it's picked up now by Durham. He's looking there for Michael. Ball is out of touch. And yet another throw-in. This time to be taken by Kwashi. Nodded into the path there of Brown. Finds his captain, but it's booted away. And a lucky one there for Adine Charles. Getting it there from Williams. Richards. Nice little ball again. Knocked down the right side, but the keeper.
A little too much on it.
Yes, certainly. And the holder read it and read it very quickly. Came off his line. Knocked it away. And it's going to be a turn now to the North Leeward Predators. 13 minutes into this one. Nice, cool, as always, windy conditions here at the Brighton Technical Center, but appreciated by the players quite naturally, and even me here at the under the microphone, enjoying the breeze, as I said, Charlo.
Well, certainly, and I see that you have walked with your jacket.
It's important.
For any eventuality.
So it's a free kick to the Predators. Player fouled on the far side there by Campbell. And referee Games Did he show the yellow card? I don't know if we missed it, but he was making a note in his book. I don't know if he warned the player or not, but free kick nonetheless to the North Leeward Predators. It's going to be taken by Richards, Gideon Richards, wearing a number 17 shirt. So a three-man wall being put in place. That's been briefed there by referee Games. And Richards now to take it. Kick comes in and headed goalwards. Off the head there.
Solomon.
Yes.
But a team shot to Shane Holder.
It was. He had control, steadied himself, but certainly didn't give the pace. As this one now knocked forward there in the path of Kwashi. He misses it, but able to regain. But good work there by Adine Charles. And coming out of defense now for the Predators there is Fraser. Finds Durham. I think he's going to go back, possibly, yes, to Adine Charles. And losing it there, picked up. And this could be possibly an equalizer. Let's see. It's a mad scramble. Here comes Tibbles with the shot. And Bristol saves. Knocked away in the end by the defense. Some anxious moments there for the Predators, Charlo.
Very anxious moment indeed, but eventually getting it cleared out of that 6-yard box. And
that's the shot
BESCO Pastures earning a corner.
Well, it was knocked away in the end there by the defense. And as you said, a corner kick. Best attack for the evening by BESCO Pastures.
Definitely.
So
it's Kwashi.
Yes, to take this corner kick.
So Kwashi with a corner. Number 77 on the back, floats it in. Up goes the header, sliding across and into the hands of
Bristol.
Bristol, who collects and bowls it out. Finds Fraser, who comes down the left. And looking to get it to Benetton Stapleton. Didn't control, it goes into touch. It's a throw-in for BESCO Pastures Phillips. But here is losing it to Michael. Michael goes back to Durham. Durham in a tussle, lays it off. Picked up by Cardell Tibbles. Not sure, getting a feedback here. And it's inside the half. It's going to be a goal kick indicated by referee Moet Gaines. So it's North Leeward Predators 1, BESCO Pastures 0. And North Leeward Predators, I must say, over the last 3-4 games, I think it's the best they have looked so far.
Very quick to the ball here this evening. And
oh, that one is booted out. Was looking to get Fraser going. Fraser unaware, it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures, and we can see Jarius Phillips running into position for that. It's going to be a long throw headed away there by the Predators. When it gives a shot without purpose. That's from number 13. That's Thomas. It went high, wide.
I believe it's actually Adams.
Is number 7?
Yes.
High and wide. And into touch is going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. So Bristol, let's see what he will do. Spots it. Signaling to his players to go forward. So here he is. Boots it downfield looking for Fraser. Fraser controls well. Nice work. Lays it off for Michael. Michael lays it off for Adine Charles. Back to Michael. Michael has a defender to contend with. He gets around one. Looks up for a cross off the number 13, Thomas. And is still both with it. And nice ball. Floats it back in the middle. Cortland Williams a little lethargic, but he's been robbed of it. Finds Kwashi, who's been dispossessed. Hands going to the pocket. Someone is going to get a yellow. And I think it's going to be a free kick awarded too. And there is Stevens being called.
So yellow card to Stevens.
So Stevens picking up a yellow. And it's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures and Cardell Tibbles, the captain, takes responsibility for that. As you can hear the wind in our microphones.
It's definitely picking up.
Has really picked up here. Moet Games just indicating where that wall would be. Seems as if there's a two-man wall. Quashi is there. Cardell Tibbles is there. One would want to think he's going to go at goal. So here is Tibbles. Shot and just over the bar.
It's a good attempt there by Tibbles. It was dipping, and unfortunately didn't dip enough to get under the crossbar, but I think Bristol also had it covered.
Yes, he was in the perfect position, judged it well, watched it go over the uprights, and it's going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. So again, he looks for Fraser. Fraser controls, loses it, got but boys, picks up the loose ball, swings it in, looking to get Quashi moving, but on that far side, it's Predators looking to come away with it, lays it off to Durham. Durham looking to get Michael going, cuts out by Phillips, but Michael picks it up, looking to get Durham, but is intercepted by BESCO Pastures. Coming away finds Tibbles. Tibbles still with it. He goes down. And again, the hands going to the pocket.
Card again.
It's going to be another card. And you can see Tibbles down and in rolling in some pain. And referee Moet Gaines just checking to ensure all is well. Tibbles now in a sitting position. He's a warrior. And he has been a warrior for BESCO Pastures. And let's see.
I think it's going to be Solomon.
Yes, Solomon. He's been called and he's been summoned by Moet Gaines. That's number 15, picking up a yellow.
He walked away as if nothing happened, but Moet Gaines knew who he was looking for.
Yes, from the very outset.
Yes.
He had it under control. So, I think Tibbles is now leaving it for Boyce. Boyce will have a shot at this. I'm sure, like Tibbles, he would be swinging towards the goal. He steps up. Lobs it across. The heads go up and over the uprights. It's going to be a corner for BESCO Pastures. And Quashi already making his way towards that corner. He has Danroy Barker, the assistant referee, very close to him, monitoring what's going on. As we see a number of white shirts getting back into the attacking area. And he swings it into the near corner and headed away there once again into touch. It's going to be another corner. So North Leeward Predators defending for all they're worth. They're 1-0 advantage at this stage. We are in the 22nd minute. And Quashi swings in and headed away there, sliding off the head of one of the players. He goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. So some pressure here on North Leeward Predators. Action in their half over the last 2-3 minutes. Long through, heads go up and flick back Michael, and then cleared by Fraser. Comes looking for Benetton Stapleton, who controls, still with it. Benetton Stapleton switches across, goes across field, but cut out there by BESCO Pastures. Boyce lays it off, looking for Oraldo, but down goes Boyce, and it's going to be a free kick awarded to BESCO Pastures. So good sportsmanship. Adim Charles, I think Boyce got a little touch around the chest area.
Yes.
And good sportsmanship, giving him a hand and pulling him to his feet.
He's one of the players that I admire for this North Leeward team, in Adim Charles. They're very serious about his game. We saw him the afternoon speaking to some of the youngsters, giving them some advice before the start of the game, Charlo.
Yeah, well, and that's certainly good sportsmanship. Yes, it's a keen competition, but you can still have it. So Adams pumps it downfield. Up goes the head. Still there. It's Stevens with it for Predators. Lays it off. Finds looking for Richards. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Predators. Stevens on that far side. Long throw looks for Richards. Richards heads it into part of Shashawn Brong, but he's been robbed of it by Adim Charles. Nice ball looking for Michael. Michael controls. He has Jarius Phillips to contend with. Good footwork. And miss kick, and it goes into touch. Bit of anxiety, I would say.
Yes, he did all the hard work. He certainly sent the defender the wrong way. And that final kick missed it completely.
Yes. So Shane Holder with a goal kick. Spots it. He goes to his left. Finds the number 7 in Adams. Adams pumps it downfield, looking for some support, looking for Kwashi. And Tibbles picks up that loose ball. Tibbles going down there. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO, a free kick for BESCO Pastures. Mike Gaines just standing where that foul was committed. And it's Boyce. So Boyce swings it in. That one, I think, Campbell gets a head on, back to, and good work by Samir Bristol. That was, it came across. It was a good header by Campbell, yes, into the path of one of his own, Tibbles, who had a shot, not with any great degree of power. And Bristol had little or no difficulty collecting. So it's still Predators 1. BESCO Pastures 0. Still knocking it around in the North Leeward half. But it's cut out here by Cortland Williams, looking to find Michael, but down goes Phillips, and it's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures. So BESCO Pastures now looking to put the pressure back on North Leeward Predators. So it's Adams, Augustus Adams, who is going to line up this free kick. Samir Bristol in goal for Predators. Let's see what Adams will do. Swirling ball headed away there by North Leeward Predators. Is still in their half. Comes out, looks for Benetton Stapleton. Stapleton gets a wrong one but loses it. Comes right back to Boyce. Boyce lobs it around and shadowed there by Solomon. And Bristol comes off his line and collects easily. So the score remains North Leeward Predators 1. BESCO Pastures 0. Nice ball. Finds Richards on that far right. Richards still looking to get a wrong one. I think he looked to do a little too much on it and he been robbed of it.
Yes.
And now Adams, not sure what he was looking for. And that was and that goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Predators. And Stevens quickly take on. Finds Durham. Durham gets a wrong one, gets a wrong two. And the cross comes in looking for Michael. A little too much on that. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a goal kick for the BESCO Pastures. See Jarius Phillips. He has had some work to do in defense here for the BESCO Pastures. So, goes back. Shane Holder. I think he has Omar Kane there with him, but Holder going to spot it now. He lays it off for Kane. A short pass. Kane now pumps it downfield, looking to get Brown going. But Adim Charles robs him of it. Richards taps it to Cortland Williams. Cortland Williams, a nice ball, finds Michael. Michael looking to get in there. Gets a wrong one. He gets a wrong two with a shot off the defender. And we're still going.
Hand more, it looks like.
And yes. And a free kick for BESCO Pastures. So, Captain Williams perhaps not happy with the work out there of Michael.
Quite animated.
Very much so, and very vocal as well. Shane Holder. And you can see referee Mike Games having a word with Williams, asking him to calm down.
Yes.
And
he's still very much low as far as I'm concerned. Has to be careful, Coach.
Yes, he has to be.
And he cannot walk away from the referee like that.
All right, so
Well,
all is settled.
Good work by referee Moret.
Well, he's a very firm individual,
Yes.
and you have to be. As it's pumped downfield, it's headed away. Michael, can he keep it in? No. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. He has got quite a few balls on this left side, Eddie, but he has not made full use of it.
I agree with you 100%. Certainly has received some very good balls. Got into the box a couple of times and muffed it.
So, Adim Charles gets a wrong one.
There you go
Lays it
again.
off for Michael once again.
This time
But
he's
the offside
offside.
flag is up. And just about looking to get that cross in. And so a free kick. Omar Kane of BESCO Pastures comes downfield. Finds Brong. Brong lays it off, but it's cut out there by the number 12 in Fraser. Pumps it downfield, but easy ball to pick up by Kane, who goes back to Shane Holder. Holder still beats in his own half, but in the end getting it clear. Durham now looking to clear. Solomon lays it off for Ronaldo Franklin, and there is some tussle. Brung
Right in the back of Charles.
Yes, right in the back of Adine Charles, who got a hand to the face.
Yep.
So a free kick awarded to Predators, and there is Cortland Williams still giving Michael some instructions. Well, he's a young man. Cortland, a very experienced individual. He comes back in defense to Solomon. Solomon lays it off for Fraser. Back to Williams. Williams goes to his right. He picks up by Gideon Richards. Richards lobs it across, looking for some movement, but intercepted by BESCO Pastures. Shashawn Brong has Adine Charles to contend with. He's been really pushed, and he crosses it, comes back in the middle. Infringement call there. It's against North Leeward Predators. It's going to be a free kick to BESCO Pastures, quickly taken and into the hands of Samir Bristol.
Bristol bowls this one now on the right side and knocks into the path of his captain. Will give it up there, Curtin Williams, but there's Solomon. Wanted it upfield, a searching ball, but there's no blue shirt there. And now with Tibbles of BESCO Pastures goes to his left, with cut out by the defense for the Predators, but it's back with Charles. Tibbles, sorry, into the path of Quashie, intercepted. Good interception there from Durham. As the ball is now downfield, but keeper's way off his line and simply knocks it into the path of a BESCO Pastures player. Now with Boyce. And here's Brown.
Good work by BESCO Pastures.
Certainly, they've been quite coordinated here, but in the end, Quashie couldn't hold on to it. And whistle going there now. It's against Thomas of BESCO Pastures, fouling Captain Williams in the process, and the free kick will result. So just giving the Predators a little time to relax and rethink and come forward once again. They certainly still have a 1-goal lead.
Well, very noticeable it is that Ronaldo Franklin has been rather quiet in defense.
Well, he's been more or less out of the game, in my humble opinion. Here's Williams knocking it upfield, ricochets into the path of what looks like
Gideon Richards.
Richards it is, and no, it's actually it's Solomon who goes down, and there's BESCO Pastures trying to have a quick counter, but such was not the case, and in the end that is eventually out of touch for a throw-in taken by Curtin Williams, the captain. No, as a matter of fact, referee goes over now to the Predators bench. He's going to have a word with someone over there, not on our cameras, but certainly having a discussion with someone on the bench there of the Predators. And
Not too sure if it's John Williams, the manager.
choice taken nonetheless. Stapleton trying to regain possession, but it was knocked away by the BESCO Pastures player. Notice the number 17, but it's not on our sheet. Charlo playing now with the ball. as he knocks it upfield, searching for his captain there. Comes into the part of Michael. Battle for possession in the midfield. Fraser. And going to the ground there, of course, is Tibbles. And free kick will result. They're going to leave it there for Thomas, it looks like. Takes a one-timer. High, wide, aimless. Absolutely no danger to Sammy Bristol or the goal for the Predators. Scoreline remains at 1-0 in this, the 34th minute. Of course, the opener coming off of the boot of Richards, Gideon Richards of the Predators. Early goal in the, what, sixth minute? Yes. So we had some 28 minutes since, and since then, of course, the Predators, they've had their opportunities, so too BESCO Pastures. But here is a ball down the right side. Atim Charles. It's actually Richards. The defendant Adams gets there first, but it's knocked away by Richards, and a throw in now to BESCO Pastures. Adams with a long one upfield, nodded away by the Predators. Into the path of Brown, loses possession there to Adim Charles, and BESCO Pastures picking it up on the left side there now with Kwashi. Kwashi closely marked. Going back there to what looks like Brown to Tibbles. Tibbles takes a well across, looking there for Boyce. Let's see if he can hold on to it. No, just too much onto it.
A little too much onto it.
Yes.
We do have a number 17, but we have had that problem with BESCO Pastures. We always have someone on the team that is not declared on the team sheet.
It's perennial. Here's Fraser bringing this one finally under control. Back into the path of Durham. Durham with a long searching ball on the right side there to Richards. He's tried for all his worth to keep it in, but unsuccessful in doing so. And it's going to be a throw-in. So you're saying that there's a number 17, Charlo?
Yes, it is a number 17 for BESCO Pastures. That's the person who has that throw.
On the field, but not on the team sheet.
Not on the field, so we're not certain who that player is. There are two players without name, without any numbers to their names.
Nonetheless, there is that's Campbell battling for possession, and in the end it's out of touch off the boot of Solomon, and a throw into BESCO Pastures to be taken by
Phillips.
Well, he actually leaves it for Phillips. Campbell. Phillips 21, Campbell 20. And it looks as if he's going to have a long one into the 18-yard box. It is. Durham is up. And into the path of Kwashi. Kwashi battling, regaining possession. Player gets past one, takes a shot. But in the end, it's easy work there for goalkeeper Bristol. And
that was Adams coming all the way from defense. And team shot onto goal.
Ball booted upfield onto the head of Adams. Gives it up to Williams. To Richards. Coming back there to Adim Charles. Charles finds Durham. And hangs on to it, Durham there in the middle of the park. And again going on the right side, finds his captain, who was attempting to probably take a one-timer, but decides to go to his right. There to Richards, Gideon Richards. Very quick player he is. Can't give him any space, and goes to the ground. Referee Mort Game says to continue. Long ball upfield, and that's easy work there for Bristol. All alone. And he's taking his time, certainly with his team with a one-goal lead. Not too anxious to continue.
I think Richards is still down, but one of the criticisms I would have of Richards, he has been good on the right, but I think one of his weaknesses is that he holds on to the ball a little too long.
I agree with you. The physio now coming in to give some attention to Richards. Gideon Richards of the North Leeward Predators. And, you know, one of those players, as I said early on, put in a lot of effort. But I do agree with you, Charlo. From time to time, he seems as if the ball belongs to him. Not wanting to give it up. And we've seen certain times, as a matter of fact, he has been substituted after, you know, 60, 70 minutes in the game.
Yes, we have noticed that. So
Yes.
it's something that he will have to work on. And having more game awareness, looking for persons who are in a better position than you are, that I could lay it off so that you can have more attack on goal. And I think he should have been able to cross that Benetton Stapleton. He had Michael and those persons inside that area that could have done some more work.
Play continues. Bristol now with possession. Puts it into the middle there to Durham. Oh, not so good by Durham. And I guess Tibbles was not aware as to where he was. And nonetheless finds Kwashi. Floats it in Kwashi, but not the best of crosses. A little bit of scrappy work there on the far side. As Stapleton battles for possession. But robbed a bit there by Adams. And in the end, Adine Charles doing some good work to regain possession for the Predators. Nice ball through the middle there to Benetton Stapleton. Closely marked to Stapleton by Keane. Goes out of touch and ruled to be off Stapleton. So it's going to be a throw into the BESCO Pastures team. And there we see that number 17 player going across. We have absolutely no idea as to his name. Not on the team sheet, unfortunately. But he's to take that throw in for Pastures. Finds Kwashi, who didn't control well. And turning it over now to Stevens of the Predators. Richards, who's back in the game. Tibbles.
That warrior.
Definitely. That's Durham, but it's Tibbles once again picking it up for BESCO Pastures. And his first touch was just a little too long. And in the end, the ball goes out of touch over the line. And yet another goal kick to the North Leeward Predators. So, Predators currently in 4th position. BESCO Pastures, they're number 5. Of course, a victory here for BESCO Pastures. Can see them drawing equal, and I'm not too sure about the goal differential, but certainly they will
on points.
On points, they will certainly be rivaling the North Leeward Predators. But they're 1-0 up the Predators, and stretching that lead here tonight as far as the 4th position is concerned. And here's BESCO now with possession. Kwashi is going to pick it up, but a sliding tackle coming in there from, it looks like,
Ronaldo Franklin.
Franklin it is, yes, the tall, lanky Franklin. We haven't seen him for a while, Franklin. And our free kick now awarded to BESCO Pastures to be taken by, it looks like, Kwashi. Gail Kwashi. Once again, the wind picks up, so he has to be careful with that swirl. When the ball comes in now, nodded away by Predators captain, comes out there to Adams, forces it back in Adams, but could only find Durham. Durham there now to Cotton Williams. Williams blocked. Good work there by Adams, but it ricocheted into the path of a Predators player, and in the end, there was Boyce. But Pastures intercepting, knocking it away, averting any possible danger, and a throw in now to the Predators. That one was a little too long there by Adine Charles. Lost possession, but doing enough to regain it and giving it away. And we've seen a lot of that tonight. And within this competition, the lack of consistency to hang on to the ball, sometimes just simply kicking it away and giving it away easily, Charlo.
Yes, the lack of control and just giving it up. So always that rapid turnover.
Shot there by Kwashi. It's off the defender. I'm seeing, is this a penalty? Well, he's just outside the 18-yard box.
Just outside.
And the shot came, and I believe it struck his hand in the process. And luckily, he was just at the top of the 18-yard box.
This can be very interesting, Eddie.
Certainly. Tibbles is there. I see Boyce there. And Bristol at his far post there, just having a look, making sure that the wall that is constructed is in the best position. And there's a player down for the Predators. Not so sure exactly who that player is, now being helped up, and it's actually Stevens. Yes, it is. So we're into minute number 44, and might very well have about a minute or two in extra time. Quashi is there, Tibbles is there.
A four-man wall.
Certainly. And Bristol, for a moment I was thinking, why isn't he moving from his position? But he's just making sure that that wall is in place. And Tibbles, just waiting for the whistle from referee Moet Games. And
You can see just about all of Predators players back in defense.
it's actually Quashi with it, going along the turf and a diving, scrambling save in the end.
You see, it
There
came
by
off
Bristol.
the wall.
Yes.
It took a lot. Well, it was a low cross. And
As you said, came off the wall and created a little bit of a problem there for Bristol, but he did well in the end. The ball picked up there now by Michael. It is. He's lost it, robbed of it there by Brown. And Brown being forced back into the path of Phillips. There now to Thomas. Thomas back to Adams. Into the middle, was looking for his captain, but it's cut out there by Durham. We're into minute number 45. And Predators with possession. Adine Charles it is. Going right back in defense there to his big number 15 in Solomon. Solomon goes to his right and was looking there for Richards. Out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in now to the North Leeward Predators. So fairly soon we'll be getting the indication from the...
you can see the fourth official looking at his watch.
As to the added time. We're almost there with regards to the full 45 minutes. And he's actually on the button. 2 minutes extra time. And there's a player going down on the far side there for the Predators. And no whistle going. Ball went out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in to BESCO Pastures.
Looks like Stapleton.
Looks like Benetton Stapleton, yes. He's been the lone striker tonight up front for the Predators. And certainly has been matched by this BESCO Pastures team. Of course, the pace and skills of Richards have them 1-0 up. But here comes Adine Charles. And, well, was it a flicked on? Finds Michael at the top of the 18-yard box. Mad scramble, and Boyce finally gets it out.
And again, we see Michael really muffing the opportunity.
Well, he's had the opportunities here tonight, but in all fairness, he was outnumbered by a number of white shirts there. And they got possession. Here's Tibbles. Finds Phillips. And there's Michael winning possession. Has Kane with him now. And has to hang on to it a little bit. And was looking there for his captain. Nice little decent work by Michael. But cut out there now by the Predators. And there is Brown with possession. Going to the far side now. Finding Quashi. He runs ahead of Stevens.
Couldn't keep it in touch.
Certainly couldn't do so.
But interestingly, we know that both captains were carrying number 8.
Oh, yes. That's so true. Tibbles and
Quetland Williams.
Captain Williams. Here is the Predators now with possession in their own half, deep in defense. Ball on the right side, and there goes the whistle to signal that the full 45 minutes in this, the first half in this encounter, where North Leeward Predators, they're taking on BESCO Pastures. They're ahead with the one goal, a goal that came in the 6th minute off the boot of Richards. Charlie, we break, and then when we come back, of course, we bring to our viewers the remaining 45 minutes.
Oh, most definitely. So welcome back to the Brighton Technical Center for the second half of this, the first game in a doubleheader. North Leeward Predators against BESCO Pastures at halftime. North Leeward Predators leading 1-0. And officials are back. So too are the teams as we continue the battle.
Yes, both teams, of course, have made their way into the middle. Just looking at the far side, looking at the fourth official, it doesn't appear as if there are any substitutions, Charlo. So
Certainly
both 11 will remain the same.
Will remain the same.
Still a 1-0 lead for the Predators. And the assistant referees just checking the respective goals to make sure that all is well before we have a restart in this one here tonight at the Brighton Technical Center. And any moment now should be having that whistle to signal the start, Charlie.
Yeah, so the kickoff would be taken by the BESCO Pastures. They look like Jarius Phillips. Referee Mike Gaines looking at his watch. Whistle goes to his mouth. Still doing a bit of checking. There they go. There we go. So it goes back to Tibbles. Tibbles goes wide, looking for Kwashi on that far side. Unable to keep it in touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators in the very first minute, in the first 5 seconds. So it's back to Solomon. Solomon comes back in defense. Finds Bristol. Bristol pumps it downfield. Looking for his captain, but finds Richards. Lays it off. Benetton Stapleton looking to get in there. And he rebounded off the defender. Finds Adams. Adam pumps it downfield. Ronaldo Franklin. Solomon is there. So too is Oraldo Campbell. And Adine Charles now clears it, but only to find Thomas. Phillips. Back to Thomas. And it been robbed of it. Again, we see Fraser, number 12, doing some good work. He's been hustled by Kwashi. Goes down the left. He's still there. And down he goes. Infringement call. It's going to be against, it looks like Fraser. And
a little overzealous there.
Yeah, referee Mike Gaines having a quiet word with him. And it's going to be a free kick.
Just to let you know that the number 17 player is actually Joel Cruikshank. He's listed as number 4 on our team sheet, but he's actually wearing the number 17 shirt tonight.
So Joel Cruikshank, number 17. And up comes Bristol, collects nicely, and he rolls it out. Now, has Stevens. Stevens goes back to Adine Charles. Charles chips it downfield, looking to get Benetton Stapleton going and heads it away. But Cruikshank clears it for BESCO Pastures, and off the head of Brown. He goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators, and you can hear the shout of Brown to hold it, to keep it. But he was unable to do that. Long throw finds Durham. Durham still with it, but he's been dispossessed. Gideon Richards picks up the loose ball. Goes back in defense to Adim Charles, who gives it away. And Cortland Williams will now come away with it. Charles going down the left flank, looking to get Richards going. The offside flag is up. I think it was Michael on that far side. And Gideon Richards just in front of us on this side. And it's going to be a free kick to BESCO Pastures. So Shane Holder comes off his line. He's going to take that free kick. And he's going to look to pump this all the way down. Does so now. Off the head, Adim Charles is there with Tibbles. There's a tussle. Tibbles being robbed of it. Shanice Fraser. And boots it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. But Fraser being very quick, and he has really done some good work on that left flank for the Predators.
Certainly put in a great effort in that position tonight, Charlo.
And so, long ball. Headed away there by Durham. Solomon heads it into the part of Tibbles, who with a one-time shot. Not sure where he was looking to go. but it was totally very, very wide off the upright. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. Yes, finds Durham, who goes back to Stevens. Stevens comes to the middle looking for some support. Find Godbert Boyce and headed away there by Fraser. And still with a shot, and it's cleared by Ronaldo Franklin. Finds Gideon Richards, who taps it in the path of Cookshank. Cookshank finds Shashawn Brown. Brown with a shot, has no direction, goes wide. Bristol has no problem watching it go into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, he had to take the shot there, Brown, no question about it. And as the fact there was no white shirt in the 18-yard box yet, I think he attempted to curl around the player, so to speak, but the ball just didn't have that curl that we were anticipating.
And now Bristol pumps it downfield, looking for the head, and cut out there by Phillips, and headed back into the path of Tibbles. Tibbles look at a shot off Brown. Brown has a defender, he looks to get around one, but he's been patrolled, lays it off for Tibbles. So Tibbles is forced to go wide, bit of fancy footwork, but he has a defender. Shot comes in, the heads go up. Franklin using his height, and not good work by Boyce, and it's going to be a free kick awarded to North Leeward Predators. Just a bit of technical problem. Bristol pumps it downfield, looking to get Michael going. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Comes to Omar Kane. Kane. Boyce picks up the loose ball, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures, who is looking to counter the attack of North Leeward Predators. So Predators 1, BESCO Pastures 0. A long ball downfield. Ronaldo Franklin gets a head on it. Cortland Williams is there, has Omar Kane. Kane comes back to Cookshank. Cookshank looking to go in the middle, but cut out there by Cortland Williams. Good ball for Michael. Michael comes down, has Jarius Phillips, and still Michael. And that been booted into touch there by Phillips. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. Still Predators. Comes across, headed away there by Cookshank, looking for Shashawn Brown. Has Cortland Williams to contend with. He's not being given any opportunity to come forward, but he gets around one, and he chips it downfield. But Bristol has it under control and averts the danger. He bowls it out on the left, looking to find Michael. Still with it, and but giving it up, it's Thomas. Thomas to Boyce. Boyce lobs it across, looking for Shashawn Brown. Looking to control. He has Stevens to contend with. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Predators. So Predators still maintaining their 1-goal lead. Samuel Bristol now rolls it out to Franklin, who looks to find Gideon Richards, but cut out there by Joel Cookshank. It's with Orlando Campbell. Comes back to Tibbles. BESCO Pastures lays it back to Cookshank. Cookshank not able to keep it in touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the North Leeward Predators. So lots of action taking place in Predators half.
Certainly, and the BESCO Pastures team, they've come into a bit more purpose in the second half, and dividends already paying. All left to be seen if they can find the back of the net.
So Benetton Stapleton has 2, and in the end being robbed of it, goes up, but Adim Charles, he is ever present Gadbot Boys being forced to go back in defense. Comes back to Omar Kane. Kane looks up. He looks to go wide. Finds Boyce. In fact, Phillips is being dispossessed. And Predators will look to come away with it. It's still Michael. Michael with a cross. And Kane gets a boot on, intercepts. Phillips with it. Still lays it back to Boyce, but Michael is there, who comes back to his captain. And Gideon Richards, but he unable to get in there. So here is Stevens. Stevens control, gives it to Adeem Charles. Charles looking to work his way down, looking for Cortland Williams. But he's being cut out by BESCO Pastures. It's Shashawn Brown looking to dance his way in the middle. Pumps it downfield and Kwashi. And off Kwashi straight into the body of Bristol, who picks up on the bounce. And it was good work on the part of BESCO Pastures, but there was Kwashi not really having good control.
Well, I think he didn't expect the ball to come to him so quickly, hence the reason why he muffed. But here's another attack.
Yes, Gideon Richards with a shot. And good defense and a shot again by Durham. A rush of blood. And he was really looking to hammer that into the far corner.
Well,
lack direction.
Durham, I believe that is his second attempt on goal tonight, and he's really demonstrated that he's really truly not a forward striker. Both opportunities going wide.
Yeah, but it was a good run by Gideon Richards. He picked up that loose ball, looking for the support coming to the middle, which was not to be. So, a goal kick for BESCO Pastures. Shane Holder. Been hold on. I think Mike Gaines, again, he was going to that bench of North Leeward Predators. It comes in, and it's with Gadbot Boys for BESCO Pastures. Goes to his right, but cut out there by
Michael.
Predators. So Michael lays it off for Adeem Charles. Charles spins and gives it to Durham. Durham back to Charles. Charles has Tibbles to contend with, lays it off now. Finds Michael on that far side. Michael looks to get around Phillips. There's a tussle. And both players not aware where that ball was, but it comes right back to the Predators. So Predators still with it. Nice ball, looks for Stevens. Stevens lays it off for Durham. Durham back to Stevens. Stevens now finds Gideon Richards on this side. Richards has a defender, chips it in, but losing it. Shashawn Brown still with it. And tips it across to Tibbles, who look to control, does so, but only to give it up. Cortland Williams, he spins like a top, comes across. It was Benetton Staple looking to flick it on. Gideon Richards is there, looking for some support with a shot. And Cortland Williams looking to get that left foot going.
It's into the back of the net.
It's into the back of the net. I was looking for the side netting. It was as easy as Sunday morning. Now look at it, the calmness. And Holder was beaten.
Well, he was caught flat-footed, as a matter of fact. He was probably anticipating that was going to go wider also. And caught flat-footed, but it just bubbled across the line into the back of the net. Goal number 2.
And it was not with any velocity. And Cortland Williams found the near corner. And they have doubled the lead. So Predators 2. BESCO Pastures would have to do some running. They are nil. So there's a substitution being made. So off comes number, looks like 21.
It's looked like, yeah, definitely.
21. Off goes number 21 in Jarius Phillips. On comes number 18.
Tariq Duncan.
Which is Tariq Duncan. So inside the BESCO Pastures half, Boyce still with it. Looking for some support, looking to get movement, looking to get Kwashi. But Solomon cuts that out and boots it into touch for a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Quickly taken. Adeem Charles couldn't keep it in touch. It's going to be another throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Quickly taken. And Kwashi being robbed of it. Cortland Williams, the goal scorer. He comes back in defense. It's still with Tibbles with a shot, but again we can see Fraser blocking that, and down goes the flare. So someone is going to get a card. It looks like Fraser.
It is Fraser.
Fraser, the number 12.
Campbell, the player who was on the receiving end.
So it's going to be a free kick at a pretty interesting angle for BESCO Pastures.
Yes, it's certainly in a very interesting position. They're 2-0 down, and they will hope that they can certainly, you know, get something out of this, reducing the deficit, Charlo.
Well, you can see Captain Cardell Tibbles, he's there. Yeah.
Tibbles is there, so too it looks like
Quashie.
Quashie, yes, that's Quashie.
And referee Moet Games just indicating where that wall should be. Looks as if it's going to be a 4-man wall.
In the meantime, we see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players for the Predators warming up there on the far side. They've yet to have a substitution here tonight, the Predators, and looking to probably get some fresh legs in fairly soon.
Well, one would anticipate that. A shot off the wall, rebounded. Quash is still with it, but he's been robbed. And, giving it up again, Augustus Adams for BESCO Pastures. He controls, chips it around. Solomon heads it back up the field, but the ever-present Adams is there. But Adim Charles, calming things down, comes back in defense. Solomon now pumps it downfield, looking for Michael off the head of Kane. And Durham not picking up the loose ball, but only to come back to Adim Charles, but being robbed of it. Tibbles comes across field, looking for Geraldo Campbell, but Solomon says, "You're not going anywhere." He boots it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures, with North Leeward Predators leading 2-0.
It looks as if a Johnny Thomas might very well be substituted also, because there's Taj Williams, number 22, is on the field. Charlo, I don't see the presence of Thomas. Meantime, that throw is taken, nodded away there by Courtney Franklin. And Franklin.
Thomas is in the middle here, in the sporting number 13.
Finds Bennett and Stapleton. So we'll sort that out in a while. Searching ball there by Stapleton, but can only find a new player in, who is Williams. And here comes Quashie on the right side. Gets past one, but he's closely marked there in the end. Some good work there by Fraser. And still battling with it, Fraser. And there's Quashie with a sliding tackle. Fraser remains on the turf. It's going to be a try nonetheless for the North Leeward Predators, as we see some of their subs still going through their warm-up paces. Here's Solomon giving it up and knocked away there by, looks like, Franklin, but could only find, well, in the end it's with Boyce, knocked away by a blue shirt, and the throw now to BESCO Pastures, down by 2-0. And this is the 62nd minute, and that one yet again out of touch. This time it's a throw into, well, for a moment I thought it was the Predators, but it's actually, yes, it is the Predators. Charles just leaving it there for this fellow player to take it. Durham gets past 1-2, still with it, Durham. And puts it now into the path of Michael. As a defender with him, lovely ball there for Durham to run on to, and in the end, it was good defensive work there by Adams, getting in there just in time to knock it out and the throw in. But a good build up there on the left side from the North Leeward Predators.
Oh, certainly it was. And just noting that it looks like Shashawn Brown was being substituted.
Very well, that one is over the crossbar, out of touch, and I believe it's going to be a goal kick, yes, for BESCO Pastures. So, in the distance, we see a jet making its way, or aircraft making its way into the Argyle International Airport. I see the lights there in the distance. Not yet on your screen, and I doubt you'll possibly see it as play continues. That's Duncan into the middle there now, finds
Thomas.
Thomas, so he's still very much a part of it, Thomas. The Boyce knocks it forward. And there to Campbell. Ball into the path of Quashie. Cross comes in. Well, it's out of touch. Attempted cross there, but couldn't get it back in. And it's going to be a goal kick, certainly for the North Leeward Predators.
So BESCO Pastures, they're still pressing. They are 2 goals down, but they are pressing, looking to find something to get into the back of the net. That might give them some more motivation.
Michael now on the left side for the Predators, and his attempt to cross was knocked away, and it's going to be a corner kick. Sliding tackle coming in there from Taj Williams, and the corner kick to the Predators. Captain going over, that's Williams, Scotland Williams, who scored in the 57th minute to double the lead here at the Brighton Technical Centre. Of course, later on we have Beckwith United.
The United.
Yeah, the Battle of the Uniteds. Beckwith United versus Avenues United. Williams nonetheless. Let's see, good corner kick, and well, there was no one there, and Cruikshank was all alone just to nod it out, but it comes back out to the Predators. Richards lines it up into the path of Durham, and Durham certainly, well, you have to be fair with him. It didn't really felt nicely there for him. But here is now Courtney Franklin with a diagonal ball onto the left side. Let's see if Williams will get there. He does. Immediately knocks it into the path of Benetton Stapleton. And Stapleton couldn't keep control, but still with the Predators. Looks like Adine Charles. Nice ball over there to the right to Richards. Has the defender ahead of him. And Indian robbed of it there by, that's, is it Hadaway or Duncan? Duncan finds his captain Tibbles. Tibbles going back in defense to Cruikshank. Down to Thomas. Turns nicely Thomas. And was trying to find Campbell there, but robbed of it. And here comes Durham and the Predators. And in the end, he knocks it out of touch. Yes, there's a player who is Quashi, who's down on the far side. And good sportsmanship being shown there by the Predators, Durham, to be exact.
Yeah, so
there we see Quashi.
Well, 2 players are
actually
down
2 players down.
for BESCO Pastures.
All right. The player on screen, I don't believe he's Quashi. Quashi's out of the picture. Difficult for us to pick up the number. There's some movements. He's actually on his knees and gets up now. It's actually Boyce. So Boyce is up, but Quashi is still down. In the Predators half.
So there's going to be a substitution. Quashi will be substituted.
Yes.
Kamal Richards would come on.
Richards wearing the number 14 shirt. And coming out will be, Boyce is also coming out.
Number 15.
Sorry, but is that the Predators or that? Yes. Boyce is out. I see a number 97 being shown. Yes,
number 97 being shown. I'm not sure if that's Hosni Chandler.
Well, 2 players on our sheet without a number. So
I think carrying the number 97.
So more than likely might very well be Chandler. Let's have a look. No, that's not Chandler. May very well be Jermaine Cruikshank. There are 2 Cruikshanks, and Jermaine Cruikshank and Joel Cruikshank. Play actually, okay, but we'll try to sort it out as play continues. And these are things that certainly need to be fixed going forward. Here's BESCO Pastures with possession. Tibbles into the middle now. Finds what looks like Duncan.
Number 14, Richardson.
Yes, into the path of Campbell. Has the defender hit there with him. Still pretty much close. And attempt to cross. Can only find a blue shirt. Knocked back there to Williams. Scotland Williams with a searching ball looking there for Benetton Stapleton, but closely marked by Kane. As a matter of fact, goes to the turf. Play continues, but it's back with the Predators. And in the end, knocked away there by Solomon. And should be
there's a player down on the far side as well.
I believe
player's
off-field. He's off-field, yes. Attention being given there to one of the players who went off recently for BESCO Pastures.
Could well be Quashi.
Here is Cruikshank. Finds his captain, Tibbles. Back to Tibbles. Goes right to Campbell. Campbell with a little space. Takes a one-time shot, but it's easy work there for Bristol.
He picked that as if he was taking candy from a baby.
Floats it upfield now. And quite a number of white shirts there. So to present is Michael, who's had his fair share of opportunities on the left side. And gets a return ball, couldn't keep it in. And it's a throw in there to BESCO Pastures, taken now by Duncan. Finding Cruikshank with some space. Cruikshank looks for, finds, that's Richardson into the middle. That's Duncan with a diagonal searching ball, and Bristol read that one very quickly indeed and was off his line in a flash to pick it up. Bowls it out now to Michael, and Michael finds his captain there in the middle, Williams, who scored one of the 2 goals tonight, and whistle going. I believe Stapleton.
I think it's going to be, it's Richards.
It's Richards, right. Right in front of us. I didn't see him. So quickly taken free kick there by BESCO Pastures. Tibbles battling there for possession, but it's given up there to his opposing captain in Courtney Franklin. Franklin down the left side looking there for Michael, but it's too close there to Keane. Ricochets off him and get around Stapleton, and the shot comes in just across. If there was just a little bit more of a spin on that one, might have very well found a way into the back of the net. There's Stapleton getting around the goalkeeper, but there was no blue shirt in the 18-yard box.
Absolutely.
He had to take the shot,
yes.
And there was no curl on it, and just flashed across the goal mouth agonizingly.
Support was lacking, and that could have easily been 3-0.
Here's Cruikshank now for BESCO Pastures, and in the end it's knocked away there by the Predators. There comes Courtney Franklin, and couldn't get around Adams, who's been having a good game tonight. Adams floats this one down the left side, and in the end it's Courtney Franklin who has possession and just knocking it away, going out of touch, and a throw now to BESCO Pastures. Yet no name for that player with the number 97. I believe it's Jermaine Cruikshank. Let's see what happens here now. Joel Cruikshank with the throw-in, and nodded away into the path of Tibbles, but first there was the defense, and picked up now by Benetton Stapleton. Stapleton settles this a bit, might very well go back. Let's see, no. Into the path of Richards. Nice ball there for Durham, who's offside. And Durham has really and truly been moving very much between the defense and that attacking third for the North Leeward Predators team. Now you see him going back in defense there and picking it up. Whistle going, infringement against the Predators there on Tariq Duncan. And BESCO Pastures certainly with a free kick. Being spotted there by the captain, leaving it for Adams. So Adams, as a matter of fact, the referee's asking him to go further back. Adams still trying to steal a couple of yards, and the referee more games is just simply pointing, come on youngster. Let's get it back. So finally it's in the correct position, and Adams now upfield it is. Bristol is off his line and collects quite calmly and nicely, and the defense was right in front of him just to make sure that everything went smoothly for this North Leeward Predators team. Richards to Dean Charles, and distributing now on the left side to Michael as the defender closer to him, Michael, but he's robbed of it. Back into the path of Campbell for BESCO Pastures, tries to run past the defense there for Predators, but there's the ever-present Solomon, and knocking it away. A throw will result. They'll be comfortable with the Predators. They have a 2-goal lead, and throw quickly taken and knocked away senselessly on my part, giving away the ball back to the Predators.
Maybe pressure taking its toll.
Well, throw taken there now. Solomon it is. Upfield, searching one, but there was Keane, and that one has found its way out of the facility. A couple of trees on the far side. I'm seeing what they call
the trumpet
bush.
Trumpet tree, the bush. Yeah. Very good for cold.
Yeah. There's Adine Charles. Spins nicely, Charles. Lovely ball on the right side there to Richards, who have some space. Richards has Cruikshank with him, And cuts in the middle, takes a one-timer, but in the end it was easy there for goalkeeper Holder.
I think he
But
came off on the defender as well.
yes, but a nice ball there by Adine Charles and some good skills being shown. But here comes Campbell on the left side. Bristol is off his line and boots it way out of this field.
Well, second one goes climbing.
We can see it actually coming down the tree there. That was given a thumping by goalkeeper Bristol. It was there in a flash, and 2 balls have gone out to the facility, but that doesn't stop play. As here is BESCO Pastures with possession now. Campbell still with it, battling for possession there on the far side. And he's doing some good work, Campbell. Cross comes in now. Oh, after all that good work, overweighted, out of touch. Giving it up immediately to the Predators and easing whatever pressure that might have been in place for the North Leeward Predators.
But most definitely.
So, Bristol. Samir Bristol. And this North Leeward teams, they've had some good keepers. As this one is into the path of Crookshank. And in the end, falls nicely there for Durham. To Charles. Adine Charles, close it forward. Searching one, looking there for Michael. He's closely marked there by Williams. Comes back to his captain. Williams takes a shot. What I'd like to think, but that was high and wide. Harmless in the end. And the scoreline remains 2-0. It is a goal kick to BESCO Pastures.
So Shane Holder quickly spotting it. And he's signaling to his players to go forward. Bumps it downfield. Off the head of Durham. Cut out there by Courtney Franklin. Finds the ever-present Adine Charles. And Gideon Richards goes back to Charles. Charles in a tussle. But Duncan robs him of it. But it's cut out there by Solomon for the Predators as Oraldo Campbell. He has the number 12 to contend with. Being knocked into touch. And there's going to be a substitution. I think Fraser would go out. On comes number 3, which is Amaro Charles. So Fraser. And I think off would go Benetton Stapleton as well.
Yes, coming in is number 23.
So
it's actually a triple change.
Benetton Stapleton. And on
Pierre
would come number
on.
23 in Darim Pierre. And
I'm seeing number 19. Hope I'm correct with that number, but play continues, Charles.
so there we have it. It's BESCO Pastures with it. Chips it across. Campbell with a shot comes in looking for the number 97, and it's cleared by Ronaldo Franklin. It's cut out there by BESCO Pastures. It's Predators with it. Captain Cortland Williams gives it to Adim Charles. Charles lays it off for Durham. Durham going down the left, looking to get the young new player on. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick. That's
Right.
number 29.
So that's Adine Charles was in.
Aidan Charles.
Aidan, yes.
Aidan.
Aidan, and we have Adine.
Yes. So,
2 Charles.
so there's, well, Amaro Charles and Aidan Charles. Was a lot of Charles.
And Cecil Charles behind the microphone.
So it's BESCO Pastures looking to come forward. Kane pumps it downfield, heads go up, and play continues as we can see number 23 Darren Pierre, and that goes wide, finds Amaro Charles on that far side. It goes into touch. It's going to be a corner for BESCO Pastures, and you can see a number of players for North Leeward Predators. A cross comes in, up goes the header, number 14 with a shot, and Bristol collects easily and climbs above everyone, pumps it downfield. Some movement there. Shane Holder is off his line. He heads it away, and he's still off his line, and he taps it down. It's still with Courtney Williams, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. But BESCO Pastures could count themselves a bit lucky.
Yeah, because the keeper was way off his line.
Yes, Durham giving it up. Duncan looking to come forward, goes across field, gives it to his captain Tibbles. Tibbles still with it, but he has the number 21 29 Aiden Charles to contend with. Down goes the play on the far side. Let's see, I think hands going to the pocket. And it's going to be a yellow.
Yes.
A yellow. And who is that? Oraldo Campbell. So Campbell picking up a yellow card. So it's going to be a free kick to North Leeward Predators. And Eddie, who would you think of your man of the match?
I think Richards has been doing some good work on the right side.
Yes, but I am also looking at Adim Charles, number 7.
Yes, he's really, truly done a lot in the middle of the park, distributing. Yes, certainly.
So Solomon pumps it downfield, looking to find his captain, but has too much on it. Comes back to the Darian Pierre, who heads it in the path of Michael. Michael lays it across, but gives it up. Duncan picks it up for BESCO Pastures. Goes to his right, finds Campbell. Campbell has 2 infringement called there against Predators. It's going to be a free kick for BESCO Pastures. So Tibbles in a hurry. The captain for BESCO Pastures. As we can see, about 5 white shirts getting into that attacking area. Joined by another. So 6 white shirts. Cross comes in onto Duncan, rebounded, but Amaro Charles. But now Durham looking to come forward. Durham lays it off for Charles. Nice ball, but on the body of BESCO Pastures, but Gideon Richards picking it up. It's against the North Leeward Predators. It's going to be a free kick awarded to BESCO Pastures. Quickly take on. Joel Cookshank gives it up, but it comes back. Finds Adams. Adams with it. Now he pumps it downfield, but Solomon heads it back up, looking for Cortland Williams. Cortland Williams not controlling, and Shane Holder comes off his line, collects, and Boyce Tibbles going back to his goalkeeper, has the number 22 on that far side. That's Taj Williams, but a throw-in for Predators. Cortland Williams. Cortland Williams lays it off for Gideon Richards. Richards with a shot and off the defender. And it's going to be a corner. And certainly there was Richards looking to wrap his feet around that. But inadvertently on the defender, who had no control, just sliding off him into touch.
Absolutely, Charlo. Resulting in a corner kick there for the Predators. And they're coming up in numbers, the Predators have a 2-goal advantage in this, the 82nd minute.
So Gideon Richards with a corner. Hands go up, he chips it up, the heads go up, and still cleared in the end. Darian Pierre picks it up for Predators, goes back, it's been knocked into touch. It knocked into the path of Campbell, and it goes into touch. It's a throw-in for the BESCO Pastures, number 22, Taj Williams, quickly taken. Comes back to Tibbles. Tibbles sends downfield looking for his number 97. And Solomon decides that you're not going to go forward. Knocks it into touch. It's going to be a corner for BESCO Pastures. We are in the 83rd minute. BESCO Pastures trailing 2-0. And you can see Duncan, the number 18, Tariq Duncan, running into position, as a number of white shirts now coming back into the attacking area, looking to get something in the onion bag. Comes in, swirling ball, up goes the header, Darian Pierre, and there is Bristol knocking it away. It's going to be another corner for BESCO Pastures, and this time Kamal Richardson on our left spotting, so switching places for the corner. So hands go up, corner comes in and headed away there. And his on goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. So Gideon Richards now leaves it for Stevens. And Richards gets around one, gets around two, but it's been knocked into touch there by Joel Cookshank. It's another throw-in. And referee Mike Gaines, Scotland Williams looking to steal a few meters. But referee Mike Gaines, you have to go a little further back. Finds Adim Charles, who comes back to Williams. Williams goes across field looking to find Darren Pierre. He's been bundled off it. Duncan heads it downfield only to find Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin taps it in the path of Adim Charles. Charles goes back, finds Amaro Charles. Charles at this time is knocked into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. So there's going to be another substitution on the far side. So Adim Charles would come out, and on comes Naveed Williams. So Charles has been substituted. He has done tremendous work for the Predators in the middle. And there's also another substitution. I think Cortland Williams goes out and didn't pick up the number of the player coming on, and he's now
number 19.
Number 19 and number 9.
Sorry,
that's Javan Cato.
Number 18, is it? No.
Number 9,
it's number
Javan
9.
Cato.
Oh, okay.
So it's getting off the chest there. Is still with it. It's still North Leeward Predators. It's still Aiden Charles. Dances around, comes back to Darim Pierre, but loses it. BESCO Pastures. Duncan lays it off for the number 97 in front of us. Comes back to Duncan. Duncan forced to go back to Tibbles. Tibbles chips it down, looking for some support on that far side. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. But he's been robbed of it. He's been now knocked into touch by Stevens. It's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. We are in the 86th minute. And North Leeward Predators holding on to their 2-0 lead. So Joel Cookshank now leaves it for Tariq Duncan.
It's actually a corner kick.
So it's going to be a corner. It's interesting. So it's going to be a corner. So Duncan with that corner. Just corner swirling ball comes in. Not good work there by Omar Kane. It goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators. Not the best of corners.
Certainly not the best of corners at all, Charlo. There's two-way behind the players. There are quite a number of players in the 6-yard area, as a matter of fact, and they just thump it past everybody.
So Samir Bristol not in any hurry. Long ball downfield, looking for some support on that far side. Goes into touch, a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. Quickly taken. Finds Tibbles. Tibbles looking for some support. Solomon is there. And he's using his frame. He's shadowing that. It comes right back to Aiden Charles. Pumps it downfield. Predators will now look to come forward. Still Predators. Nice, but onto the chest of Joel Cookshank, and there's Bristol just calling for it as 3 defenders just box that player in, and it's now Bristol pumps it downfield, looking for Javan Cato, but it's cut out there by BESCO Pastures, but only onto the head of Darim Pierre. And Durham. Amaro Charles losing it. And Duncan gives it to Tibbles. Tibbles to Kane. Darim Pierre cuts it out for North Leeward Predators. He's still dancing around. And off the defender, he comes right back. Number 97. But he's been robbed. Darin Pierre comes away with it now. lays it off for Aiden Charles. Charles giving up. Campbell robs him of it. And a lot of tussle, infringement called against the Predators. So it's going to be a free kick to BESCO Pastures. We are in the 89th minute. So it's going to be pretty interesting how many minutes of added time being granted. Adams gives it to Tibbles. Tibbles back to Adams, back to Tibbles. And he's been closely marked, but he loses his footing. Cato pumps it downfield. Gideon Richards comes off his line, but Shane Holder was very decisive this time. Cleared the danger. And Duncan still with it. Chips it across, but it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. They're leading 2-0.
So some good work there by goalkeeper Holder. Quickly off his line, as you said, very decisive. Read it very quickly indeed, and just thumped it away.
So, Predators with a long ball. Again, it's headed into touch. It's going to be another throw-in. And the BESCO Pastures looking to do some running. They recognize that they are behind. I think we are going to see some added time. And long ball downfield. And it's Javan Cato into the path of BESCO Pastures. Still with BESCO Pastures inside their own half as they dance the rung. And look to come forward. Finds Duncan. Duncan to Thomas, to Tibbles. Tibbles goes wide, looking for Richardson on that far side. Richardson with a cross, but headed away by Amaro Charles. So 2 minutes of added time. And it's now Amaro Charles looking to come forward. But there was Taj Williams knocking it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. Amaro Charles comes back in defense. Finds, it looks like Michael, who finds Darim Pierre. Pierre comes back looking for Stevens. Stevens has a run. Can he keep it in? No. So it's going to be a throw-in for BESCO Pastures. I think that had a little too much weight on it. Quickly taken, number 97. But Darim Pierre picks it up and clears it, pumps it downfield, looking for some support on that far side. Does so, but overrun there. But he picks up the ball. Richards and again Holder, very, very decisive indeed, coming off his line and clearing the danger there for BESCO Pastures. So it's still Predators looking to come forward, looking to press the advantage. And team shot, not looking for his players. And you can see number 29, Aiden Charles, saying, I'm here. Exactly. Why did you do that? And it's Adams. Adams goes back to Cruikshank, but Stevens heads it in the path of Darin Pierre, who couldn't get his hand with Richards. Gideon Richards very present, and you can see Predators just saying cool it. Amaro Charles gives it to Durham, who comes back to Bristol. Bristol now pumps it downfield, looking for Aiden Charles, does so. Tariq Duncan intercepts, but cut out there. Aiden Charles still with it as Predators who look to come forward. Durham to Javan Cato, who didn't control, and Holder comes off his line. And not good work. It's still Javan Cato looking to dance around, and Holder was way off his line.
And he had Richards to his left.
So with a shot, and Holder not collecting cleanly, but in the end averting the danger. And I think that's the whistle for the end of full time. And North Leeward Predators coming away with a 2-0 victory here against BESCO Pastures, strengthening their position in number 4. And really, I would say, your play of the game?
Well, I'll agree on Nadine Charles, and congratulations to the Predators. Of course, they scored in the 6th minute, and then 12 minutes into the second half, in the 57th minute, their captain, Cotton Williams, with the second. So, as you said, cementing that 4th place position, and BESCO Pastures indeed will remain in 5th. And certainly, of course, we now have that situation where we'll speak to the player of the match in Nadine Charles. All right, Cotton Williams, the captain of the Predators, collecting on behalf of Adine Charles, who appears to be injured. Is that the case?
No, not really. It's just minor things like lack of training and like minor injury or something.
All right, well, a victory for you here tonight, indeed, a 2-0 victory. Of course, you still hang on to that fourth place position, cementing that position, so to speak. In terms of the rest of the season, what can we expect from the Predators?
We'll try to get 3 points for the rest remaining of the games then. Just 3 points.
But are you pleased with your performance tonight?
A little. We can do better than this still, you know that.
Well said. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Cotton Williams, the captain of the North Leeward Predators. A victory for them here tonight. We've got game number 2 coming up where Beckwith United, they will be taking on Avenues United. We take a break and come back with that game in just a little while.